Hello everyone, and welcome back to Learn Easy English with us. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. It's so boring. It's so overused. It's just this automatic filler phrase that we use to acknowledge people. Nonchalantly, it needs to go. It sounds so insincere. How are you? Like I'm not actually expecting an answer. And that's something that I said in my 50 weird and confusing facts about Britain and British culture video. How are you? Is a question that we don't really expect an answer to. So in this video, I'm going to give you loads of alternatives too. How are you? I've broken them down into 3 sections. I'm gonna give you casual, how are you? Alternatives for friends and family. Formal ones, for work situations and emails. And then also some fun ones, which you can choose if you use or not. So this video is going to be perfect for improving your vocabulary. But if you want to improve your listening and your pronunciation even further, I highly recommend the study method of combining reading actual books with listening to audiobooks on Audible. Let me explain this method. Take a book that you have already read in English for a book that you would like to read in English. I've got loads of recommendations for good books for different levels of English in the description box down below, and read this chosen book whilst listening to the audio version. It's got to be at the same time. Reading alone will not help you with your listening or your pronunciation skills. And that's because English is not a phonetic language. If you hear and listen to a word as you read it, your brain will make a connection. And the next time you see that word, you will know how it's pronounced. And the next time you hear that word, you will know how it's spelt. By reading and listening at the same time, you're essentially training your brain in loads of different disciplines. It's such an effective method, and the best part is that you can get one free audiobook. That's a 30-day free trial. If you click on the link in the description box and sign up to Audible, then you can download one of my audio recommendations. Give it a try. It really, really works. Right? Let's get started with the lesson. So, let's start with casual alternatives to how are you? How are you? I hate it so much. No one is, how are you doing? How are you doing? And you would reply to this by saying, I'm doing well, thanks. You might hear some people respond with, I'm doing good, but that's actually grammatically incorrect. When responding to a how are you style question, you do well or you are good. If I say I'm doing good, it could mean I am doing charity work or doing something positive. No, too. How have you been? How have you been? This is a very warm and friendly one. I really like it. Yeah, I've been great, thanks. Or, I've not been so good, actually. 3. This one's slightly more American. What's going on? Hey, what's going on? A very common answer to this is nothing much, not much at all. Number 4. What's new? Or even what's new with you? This is more asking for updates. For, if anyone's been doing anything interesting in their life since you last saw them. You could say this to someone that you've seen recently, and you just want a short update. No. 5. I wonder if you've heard this one before. It's what's up, hey? What's up? Traditionally very American, but now used much more in Britain. No. 6 is a very British one. It's, what are you up to? Now, this comes from, to be up to mischief, which means you're doing something mischievous. It's a very friendly and endearing question. What are you up to? It implies mischief, but in a friendly way. So if I say, what have you been up to? Or what are you up to? I'm kind of saying, what mischievous things have you been doing? What trouble have you been making? It's very friendly. It's also something I say to my dog. If he looks suspicious, what have you been up to? What mischief have you been causing? That's a really, really good one. If you're gonna take one thing away from this lesson, make it that. No. 7. How are things going? This is very general things. I mean, it couldn't be more general than that. It's a great one to use if you can't quite remember what someone's been doing for work or in their personal life. So, how are things going? It's a very non-specific no. 8. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Yeah,
I'm feeling great, or I'm not feeling so good. This implies that you know something about their health. Maybe they were ill a short time ago. Maybe they're overcoming an illness. It adds a layer of familiarity, because you're implying that you know something wasn't good before, and so you're wondering how they're feeling now. It could also be used if you know the person is nervous. Maybe it's before a big meeting or a speech. How you feeling? You're feeling all right? 10, I would say. This is slightly more American than British. How's it going? Hey, how's it going? We do use it a bit now, you'd say. Yeah, it's going great. Yeah, everything's good. No. 11. Very similar. How is everything? Very general. Maybe it implies that you know that everything hasn't been so great. Or, there's been a problem in their life. The most general of all. Number 12 is how's things. How's things? I remember boys at school texting me, asking me how's things, and I just remember thinking, ugh, that's such a cop-out. 'Cause now I have to create the conversation. I just reply, like yes, things are good. How are your things? No. 13. A very casual one. This is great, if you haven't seen someone in a while. How's life? How's life treating you? You can say either or no. 14. This is very warm and friendly. How's your day been? Or how's your day going? Now, in America, this is used more in customer service positions. They always want you to have a great day. I just remember going to America and being surprised at how many people wanted me to have a great day. After everything, it was have a great day. You have a great day. And I was like, okay, I will try and have a great day. Thank you. No one's ever told me to have a great day so many times before, but in British culture, we mean it more when we say it, because we say it with less frequency. And no. 15, I must say, I'm not a huge fan of this one. This is all right, or are you all right? This again is another one. We don't really expect an answer from, it's just, hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine. You're all right. It's a very casual right. Let's move on to formal ways to say how are you. A very formal way is how do you do? Hello, how do you do? And you would normally say this when you're greeting someone or meeting someone that you don't know. So well, how do you do? How do you do, normally said, while shaking a hand. And we don't necessarily expect a response in the UK from this one. We would normally just repeat, how do you do? The next one is are you well? And posh British people just love to use the word well. Are you well? I'm well. I hope you're well. Is he well? Are they well? Are we well? Honestly, they use it so much. When I go to the occasional posh event, I have a lot of internal laughter by the amount of times that well is said. Are you well? Is your family well? These are all fairly formal ways of asking. How are you? No, 3 now. This one is almost too posh for me. It's how do you fare? How are you faring? I must say, I haven't heard this said in a long time. But if you want to seem uber posh, be my guest, as long as you're well. The next few are more business related. They're things that your boss might say to you. No. 4 is how are things coming along? And this implies that there is some sort of progress to be made. Maybe you're working on a project. Or you've got a big job going on. How are you getting on? How are things coming along? How much progress is being made? No. 5, very similar. How's everything coming together? Implies that maybe there were a few problems at the beginning, but now everything is coming together nicely. That's a good response. You could say, things are coming together nicely. Thank you, in Britain especially. We do like to talk about health, a fair amount, especially to the older generation, who maybe have had a public struggle with health. There are a couple of things you can say. They are more formal, obviously, because you're talking to an elder. No. 6 is how's your health? If you know that they've got a health issue that they're happy to talk about, then how's your health is a perfectly reasonable way of saying how are you? 2 other ways are hello, I hope you're well, or I trust you're well. And they're not necessarily questions. It's more statements about health, right? Let's move on to funny phrases. Now, these are if you want to show a bit of character. A lot of them are quite American. I wouldn't necessarily advise using these in a formal situation, or in an English exam, or around people you don't know. Try them out with friends and family. First, no one is howdy, and this is very American. But it's basically a shortened down version of how do you do, how do you do, howdy ha. Haha, we also have how's it hanging. Hey, how's it hanging? Again. Very American, but it's kind of come over to the UK, because we watch American films and TV shows here. No, 3. A very old-fashioned one. That's sort of coming back, because of old-fashioned TV shows and films, is house tricks. House tricks. I think it's like from 20s or 30s America. And the last one, a personal favorite. Hey, what's sizzling? What's sizzling? It's another way of saying what's cooking. Hey, what's cooking? Right. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And I hope I've equipped you with loads of alternatives to hey, how are you? That phrase we all hate so much. Don't forget to share your other alternatives. Ones that you think I've missed. Ones that you like saying. Don't forget to check out Audible. You can claim your free audiobook by clicking on the link in the description box and signing up for the 30-day free trial. I've got loads of rec for both books and audiobooks down there. Don't forget to connect with me on all of my social media. I shall see you soon for another lesson time.